So, last time on episode 1 of the Hardcore Iron Man series, we died, resurrected as all Hardcore 2, got all of our starter quests out of the way, got super lucky on the RuneScape with our drop, and we got our revenge on the Moss Giant who killed our first Hardcore. Now in this episode, we'll be working on opening up some transport options with fairy rings and completing Dragonslayer. I think I caught a little bit of a cold being on Canifis rooftops for 10 hours straight. Now you might ask, why would you stay on Canifis rooftops for 10 hours straight? Well, because I am a degenerate gamer and I wanted to get the set. That's why. Now what was I gonna say? Alright, Dragonslayer 1. Probably the first iconic quest. It's a rite of passage for every new OSRS account and also gives us the ability to wear a rune plate body, which is a big upgrade for us. And maybe the big bad dragon will be the end of us, since we don't have any protection prayers yet, but I guess we'll just have to see. So, we started off easy. You started knocking out a bunch of starter quests. We did Goblin Diplomacy, Black Knight's Fortress. We then went on to Recruitment Drive, for which I'll be honest, I was a little bit scared because it said I had to fight the dude naked, which kind of sounds like a fever dream of mine. But it ended up being super easy because at this point we had already out-leveled him by so much and I could just pick up a weapon inside the room and basically pummel him down. We got a prey level and some herb lore from that. We then went on to complete Digside to get a whole bunch of mining levels. We also got a clean necklace, which unlocks the ability to make Digside pendants, which I thought I could make instantly, but turns out I can't because I wasn't high enough crafting or magic to make that. Iron Man, am I right? Now, I was doing all of this because I was trying to unlock Fossil Island so I could start doing birdhouse rents to level my hunter. But to make birdhouses you need clockworks, and coming from a main where I just bought these from the GE, I figured out as an Iron Man you have to make these yourself. But to do that you need a crafting table level 2, and for that you need 25 construction. So we need to grab some construction experience. So we knocked out Tire of Life, built some stuff in our house, and then we made the clockworks. We then got what I can only describe is the worst introduction to the sailing skill that I could possibly imagine, and then completed a Bon Voyage and set up our first birdhouses. Next up, we of course wanted to get the gemstone crab unlocked so we could train combat off stream, so we did Twilight's Promise to open up the Quetzal teleports, and I also figured out that there is a city in between the gemstone crab spawn points called Tolteclan, which basically has everything that you could possibly need as an early Iron Man. There's a prayer altar, you can buy arrows there, you can buy bows, there's a furnace, there's a rune trader, you can even buy colored dyes here, which are very helpful for quests and very annoying to get yourself. I mean, Varric is like 2024, Tolteclan, that's 2025 right there. We then completed Ghost Ahoy to get our Ectophile and access to the Bone Grinder to level up our prayer further down the line as well. We also did Tourist Trap, which is supposed to be an early quest to get some agility levels, but because we did 782 Canifis rooftop courses, you can imagine these XP drops felt a little bit less impactful than they do early on, but I mean XP is XP, so we're not complaining. Now with all this athletic power comes athletic responsibility, so you already know we hit up the agility pyramid to make some money. You get 10k for every pyramid top that you sell to the lazy explorer guy upstairs, so we ended the stream there for today, but next stream we're right on top of that shit again to get to work on our fairy ring unlocks, which for an Iron Man is fucking massive, because it basically opens up the whole map for you. To do Fairy Tale Part 1, we needed to do a bunch of pre-quests, namely Nature Spirit and Lost City. Now to do Lost City you need 31 crafting, so we went to work on getting some crafting XP rewards done like Observatory Quest, the Golem, Making History, we did both the Elemental Workshop quest, and we had a guest feature in Scary Movie, which all brought us to 31. We then went on to do Lost City and got some cool tech from somebody in chat saying you can actually take a knife and a Draymond branch into places where you normally have to go in naked, and I cut the branch into the staff inside to still have a mediocre weapon. I bet that's all the information I need. After completing Lost City, it was now finally time to start Fairy Tale Part 1. Now this quest has a part where you have to collect 3 random items for an NPC in the quest, which can be either easy or hard to come by as an Iron Man. My 3 items were an Iron Leaf, a blue dragon skill, and the 3rd item was a Proboscis? However, they're dropped by mosquito swarms, which you can get as a 6% chance spawn when doing the Taibo One Eye Cleanup minigame. But to do this minigame, you need to do a pre-quest, which is jungle potion, so we had to do that first too. This is really what it's all about, the Iron Man game mode. Like every single thing you do takes you down a new rabbit hole, leading to something you need to complete first before you can complete the other thing, because you can't just go buy the thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like doing it that way. So, after completing Jungle Potion and playing a moderate amount of the minigame, we finally get the Mosquito Swarm and thereby our Proboscises. We then killed a bunch of Chaos Druids for an Iris Leaf and then wanted to go grab a Blue Dragon Scale, which meant I needed to go somewhere where Blue Dragons were. So we went down the Terravely Dungeon, which I couldn't get into because apparently I didn't have the key, which actually turned out to be a really good thing because while figuring out how to get in here, I also figured out that Blue Dragons have a max hit of 50, seeing as I have only 48 HP and absolutely no form of Dragonfire protection whatsoever, we're gonna probably have a very bad time in here. So we figured out we needed to get a Dragonfire shield, which was sold by Oziak, but when we went there he got kinda mad and said he didn't want to sell us anything, because apparently you need to complete Dragon Slayer 1 first to get him to open up a shop to you. So we started Dragon Slayer 1. Now this was it, our first big quest on the hardcore it felt like, and I was excited as hell. We went about getting all the necessary items, collected all 3 map parts from the different parts of Gielinor, and then turned our map part back into Duke Horatio, who apparently then just gives you a Dragonfire shield for free. Awesome! But now we're locked in on a dragon hunting journey, so Fairy Tail will have to wait a little bit. We then got our captain, we booked a cruise ship to Crandor, and bore witness to a cutscene that was just straight cinema. Peter Jackson, take note. Peak cinematics, right? Crazy. After moving into the fiery mountain of doom and getting a glimpse of our enemy, it was then time to fight the dragon. No magic protection, just a mage with a shield and a rune medium helm for some reason, and a whole ton of food. Alright. Here we go, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Stop fucking me. Bro, click the dragon. And that is a dead dragon, baby. Let's go. Dragon Slayer 1 done on the hardcore. Let's go, baby. Woo! That was actually pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. I thought maybe we were gonna run out of food, but we prevailed. Elvark's head. Finished the quest, talk to Oziak in his house. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. And there it was, the dragon was slain. We cut off its head and we ran back to Oziak to turn it in. First big quest done. Now, we'll admit it was kind of anticlimactic not being able to buy the rune plate body because we may have miscalculated the gold we needed for that, but no matter. Boss was dead, quest complete. We then went on to grab our last items for Fairy Tail Part 1 and we figured out that we could actually pick up the Blue Dragon Scale in a cave near Tal Taklum. Where else, right? We then went over to Narda to buy some rune plate legs, we did some more agility pyramid to finally buy our rune plate body, and then we finished the day with some major unlocks for the account. Now we're only 1 week in, but I'm having so much fun and there's still so much more to come. If you want to watch me progress the account live, I stream on Twitch, Kick and YouTube, so I hope to see you there. Because we are gonna get that quest, Scape, boys.